should pop up. Yep, so it's going.
Says we got. I'm about to pull up on my phone. Make sure everything sounds good. It's a little delay, so like you.
That's all right.
Okay.
It's going.
It said it popped up. I ain't popping up.
That one's recording.
Yeah, that one's for this one to pop up. Okay, yeah, we in there. We in there.
Let it go. Let it rip.
We in there.
So you set it off.
Hey, shalom, shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
Hey, shalom.
Shalom. Mock you.
MS Charlotte, GMS Springfield, Mass got the elders with us.
Shalom, shalom.
And we're back into another live stream through the Spirit of Power, Yahweh Shemel Shai. Before we get started with this lesson, we want to say, Kal Halayim La, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Hey, double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught us this truth. And double salutation to all you Akim out there laboring. The house of David that's pushing his word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers.
Shalom, shalom, shalom.
Yeah, we just rolling the spirit, man. You know, we just discussed a lot of things before the live stream started, getting into the hidden agendas of Esau. You know, the deception that's going on out there. You know what I'm saying? Various topics we want to get into. You know what I'm saying? Any scriptures?
Yeah, I got one.
Got you.
To start it off, the book of Micah.
God.
Micah chapter 2. And I'll start at verse 1.
God.
This is Micah chapter 2, verse 1. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon your beds.
Right, and that's talking about you, the so-called white man. Because all along you've been working iniquity and you've been devising evil upon your bed. Now, we were talking earlier before the camera went on. The brothers didn't know that back in 1985 in Philadelphia that you devils bombed the Move Group, which was a group of, African Americans that were there in Philly. And the city of Philadelphia bombed its own residents and basically destroyed like 60 or 61 homes. You displaced and made homeless over 250 people. There were like maybe 12 or so people that were killed. These are black people that was killed in Philadelphia in 1985. It was the Move Group.
Right, which actually, that's actually an act of terrorism.
Exactly.
That's terrorism. So it is like the scriptures say, there's nothing new under the sun. This government, you devils have always been targeting so-called African Americans, which are really the real Israelites.
That's right.
All right. We ain't no damn Africans. We ain't no Americans. We ain't no black. We ain't no Negroes. All right. You've been targeting us. You've been destroying our homes, going back to even the Tulsa, Oklahoma, Black Wall Street.
Black Wall Street,
Rosewood,
and you had Black Wall Street, Durham. I think it was Durham, North Carolina, where they had their own Black Wall Street there. And in Durham, North Carolina, I believe they had their own banks, they had their own insurance companies where they were having their own car insurance, homeowners insurance. They had barbershops, all types of different businesses there in Black Wall Street, Durham. And just like you did in Tulsa, when you bombed Black Wall Street in Tulsa, you did the same thing in Black Wall Street, Durham. You did the same thing in the city of Rosewood down in Florida. Yep. And there's tons of other cities that black people inhabited that you committed these terrorist acts against.
But now the point is, the good point, because like the elders mentioned about the Move Group and how they bombed, because what happened, you had different jakes that tried to have their own society, so to speak, or they was trying to do their own thing. They were setting up food programs.
Wilmington, that's what it was.
Wilmington.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. The water.
It was a Wilmington massacre. I remember that.
Yep. Yeah. You want to elaborate on that a little?
No, I just remember brothers posted some information on how mass jakes out there in Wilmington got massacred.
Yeah, it's so many. Then you got the strange fruits.
Yep.
The Devil's Punch Bowl. Yep. You got all of these different incidents, which really was terrorism. And that ought to show you, because ain't nothing changed. If anything, things got worse. All right. But the scriptures told you about this devil in Habakkuk. It said the spirit that is in him is not right, and that's why. Because when you look at who would destroy millions of innocent people, children, kids. Who would do that other than the devil? The spirit of the devil got to come upon you. Yeah. And see, it ain't nothing changed. So again, it goes back to the curses, man. And matter of fact, if a brother could get that in Deuteronomy 28 and just start at the 42nd verse, because you got a lot of jakes that are trying to do things and try to, establish their own. Matter of fact, get Romans 10:1 first before that. Let's bring that out first real quick. We just, through the spirit, we go in the spirit, man, because it's a lot of things that are now being uncovered. And you're supposed to, the scriptures say the things that are written aforetime, to tell you that, what, Romans 15:4, if I'm not mistaken, the things that were written aforetime were written for our learning.
That's right.
So now's the time for you to learn from the history. That's why the Lord said, go, and seek out your fathers. All right? And
prepare thyself for the search of thy
fathers. Because that's where you're going to learn your true history and what you're supposed to be doing. The problem with Israel, Jake, whether they know that they're Israelites now, because there's a lot of people that up to the fact that they're Israelites, but you still haven't woken up. All right? Just because you call yourself an Israelite, it still don't mean that you've woken up.
Right.
Okay, or the brother said they brought 23 acres or something like that. Yeah, whatever. With them guys, let them do whatever they want. Because at the end of the day, the Most High, like the scriptures say, then shall be made known who are my servants.
That's right.
You see? But read Romans the 10th chapter.
All right, this is Romans 10, starting at the top.
Start at the top.
All right, Romans chapter 10, verse 1, and the reason says, brethren, my heart's desire and prayer to God for Israel is...
Right, my heart's desire, brethren, which that cuts out Esau. Yep. It cuts out these Hamites, because Jake got this infatuation with Africa. What the hell do you niggas really know about Africa? A lot of you don't even know that that's not the original name of the land called Africa, man.
Right.
And then the elder Ayathan, he posted this article, which I didn't even know about I guess Leosiphius Africanus, who they renamed it after. He put out there that land from a certain from I think it was Asia Minor down to the Congo, or I might be mistaken to how far down it went, was known as the land of the Hebrews. All right, because why? Our people were mingled in those areas, but now prior to that, it was known as what? The land of Ham. Because why? That was the land that was given to him. That's in Psalms, you see. But it says what? My heart's desire and prayer, brethren, right?
Yep.
Is that what?
It says, my brethren, my heart's desire and prayer to God for Israel is that they might be saved.
Right. They might be saved, because we know that all Israel's not going to be saved this go round. A lot of Jakes is going to die, man. Even guys that call themselves Israelites. So don't marvel that these guys are bugging out doing different things, man. And they think they're doing something new and innovative. You ain't doing nothing new, because as we were speaking about, all these other different groups thought that they were doing something to help better Jake's situation and get him out of hell. Yep. And that's why I said we got to go to Deuteronomy 28 chapter to prove that you're not going to change the conditions that we're put in, man. The Most High put us here to suffer, man. And we had to drink it all up, man. You can't sit there and say, well, now we're gonna get away from drinking, drinking that cup. Nah.
No man shall redeem you.
No man shall redeem you, bro. And that doesn't change. Go ahead.
Verse 2, Romans 10:2, it says, for I bear them record that they have a zeal of God.
Right, they have a zeal. Right. So you got a lot of our people, just like you got a lot of niggas that are in that old played out slave Christianity and all these other different churches, Islam. You got niggas getting ready to take what they call the Shahada, the Hajj.
Right, their Hajj and all that shit.
All that other bullshit, right? Thinking that they're getting close to the Most High. When they're getting further away from the Most High,
you're getting closer to Satan.
You're getting closer to Satan in reality, but you do have that zeal. That's our people. Look at all these other people now claiming to Israel, right? They stepping up, we Israelites. So, you know what I'm saying? They're getting Israelite fitteds. They're getting fringes all over. So you got Jake that's doing it, but you got Jake that's doing too damn much and not enough of the right thing, you see? So he said, this is what the Apostle Paul said, I bear them record that they have a zeal, meaning they have, they speak about the Most High. You got now more people calling out the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. But what?
It says, I bear them record that they have a zeal of God, but not according to knowledge.
But not according to knowledge. The knowledge of what? The true knowledge of the Holy Bible, man. Through the Holy Spirit. Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash, man.
That's right.
All right? And that's only been given to a few. Just like the elders before, our elders, down to our elders, the apostles, and the rest of the brothers that you see that came from, which is known now today as a branch of GMS, a great millstone. You see, the Lord and the Most High, man, and He hid it actually with us, the prophets, because we were here in plain sight for years, man.
God.
You got some people that probably never seen us, but guess what? We've been here, man. We've been out there, like we always bring out the point, and we got to bring it out. And this elder Tazadakba, he knows we were out there teaching this truth when nobody else really was, man.
Of course,
a very scant few, and they wasn't even really out there like that, man.
Nope.
All right, they want to. If you want to get, and we just, well, okay, he naming the names, but I'm saying it, whoever you want to think of. All right, you a lot of guys that went underground. That went back being nice. They went back into the fucking world, man.
Mm-hmm.
But now we at the end, you're going to see a lot of different, like the brothers say, you got all types in North Carolina, where we at now with the brothers, obviously. You got all different type of groups popping up out of the woodworks. That's because we at the time of the end. Okay. But now a lot of these jokers don't realize, they thinking that, man, I got a chance to make it on the ship. Right? I'm going to get up out of here. I'm going to be, here it is, you was you put the Lord to an open shame, right? You turned your back on the Lord, went in the world, raised your family, and you just jump back in the spirit. It don't work that way, man. A lot of y'all being brought back to the forefront to face your judgment, man.
Heavy.
You know?
Romans 10:3 says, for they being ignorant.
Right, being ignorant. Ignorant means what?
Lack of knowledge.
Lack of knowledge, without knowing. So when we sit up there and tell you knuckleheaded Israelites that, look, Esau is a so-called white man, Cornelius is an Israelite, all right? The Lord's name is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, and you must call on those names. You can't just, it ain't a free-for-all. So when we sit here and tell you these things, right, and that what? You got to refuse the chip, the mark of the beast. The mark of the beast in Revelation, the 13th chapter, and throughout Revelation is speaking about what? The RFID microchip. When we start bringing these things out, it's not that you're no longer ignorant, man. You see? You're no longer ignorant. Now you're being wicked, man. Like the scripture speak about willful sin. Now go ahead.
It says, for they being ignorant of God's righteousness and going about to establish their own righteousness.
Yeah, so we don't want to hear about that chip. Y'all sound like a broken record. Y'all talking that same stuff. Y'all don't do nothing. Y'all just sit there, just be on the internet and uploading and out there prophesying to the wind. Did not the Lord tell the prophets to prophesy to the wind?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You see? So we doing everything we supposed to be doing, man. From the apostles on down, man. And that's why the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, been blessing us, man. Like a point that brothers brought out, which is heavy, and maybe you can prove us wrong, but when you look at videos of actual footage of brothers at the camp speaking and brothers being like, look, there's chariots. A lot of times we'll be speaking and we won't know, but other brothers watching it, like, look, there was chariots over there. Then when you go back, oh shit, we didn't even know.
Yep.
Or sometimes brothers might see them and look like recently at the main camp, at the Chicago camp, right? All kind of chariots, man. And then years ago, remember we seen the chariots back on 34th.
Oh yeah,
7th,
yeah.
With the apostles back then.
Multiple chariots.
Multiple chariots, man.
One time the chariots was there, and they formed the bow and formed the arrow.
Yep.
That's heavy.
Wow. Which signifies Judah and Ephraim. I have begged Judah for me, filled the bow with Ephraim.
With Ephraim.
Man.
So that's heavy, man. And that's because of what? Through the power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, we continue to do what the Lord set us out to do. But now a brother made an observation, and they could prove us wrong. They could put up videos. Maybe the church come visit them at the camp speakings while they're speaking. Put the videos up there. But I say that because at the end of the day, according to the book of Ephesians and other scriptures, there's only one truth, man.
Right.
All right? There's not no multiple truths. There's not no to each his own. We just going to go along and get along.
Yeah.
No. How can two walk together except they be agreed, man?
That's right. That's Amos, the 3rd chapter.
These are all signs that the Lord has given to show who he's dealing with, man.
That's right.
Not right. Boasting and bragging, but hey, the Lord is dealing with a specific group of men on the planet Earth today,
And every day it's being made more and more known. I remember we used to tell niggas about the Illuminati back in the days. Oh, y'all in that conspiracy crap.
Yeah.
Now look at everything that's coming out. Like the move. I mean, I was a little kid when that happened, but I didn't know about that until I came into the truth about Esau bombing them Jakes and their homes, killing and shooting them like dogs, man.
That's
all right?
Because Esau's whole thing, I think it goes back to J. Edgar Hoover. If there is a black Messiah, they're the ones that's going to create him. So you had a lot of Jakes in the 60s and the 70s Jake was looking for answers, and Jake was ready to go to war with Esau, and Jake was basically mentally trying to break free from Esau.
Right.
That's why you had the different movements. You know, you had the civil rights movement going on. The Black Panthers came about out there in the West Coast, out there in Oakland, and they had chapters that spread throughout the United States. And they was about what? Standing up and defending themselves against the tyranny, okay, against the terrorism of the fucking so-called white man. Because you've been nothing but a terrorist to us since we've stepped foot on the shores of America and throughout the Caribbean. Throughout the Caribbean, throughout the Caribbean Isles, and here on the mainland, you have been nothing but a goddamn terrorist to us. And every time we bring up your fucking terrorism, you talk about forgive and forget. Well, why ain't you forgive and forget bin Laden for bombing them stinking ass towers down there in New York? Allegedly. Why you ain't forgive bin Laden? Well, why you haven't forgiven the German soldiers of the shoot stuff of Hitler's SS? Why haven't you forgiven them? Why are you still chasing them down? A lot of them are old. They got oxygen tanks. You bringing them up in court and giving them 80 years in prison. Wait a minute. I thought about, what about forgive and forget? When it comes to us, we got to forgive you. But when it comes to you, you don't forgive no damn body. Why the hell we got to forgive you? You gave, when it comes to reparations talk to Negroes, you're like, that was so long ago. Well, wait a minute.
Right.
In the 80s, the Japanese during World War II were in prison for like, what, 18 months? And then in the 80s, during the Reagan administration, they were given $20,000 reparation per family, I believe. Per Japanese family that was in those internment camps, I think, was out there in the West Coast in LA.
Most of the
Japanese families that were held in those camps, I think, was out on the West Coast.
They didn't have to pay shit back.
That's right.
You know, and that's why, and a lot of them opened up business. They got business loans on top of that.
Oh, of course.
That's why you got most of these different Japanese and Chinese stores in Jake's neighborhood. Right. You know, right next to the liquor store and the church.
That's right.
That's on every other block.
They was able to build generational wealth because of the money that you gave them there. You gave them back there in the 80s. You gave them reparations, as well as other people got reparations from you. But when it comes to the Negro here in America, no, the Negro don't deserve reparations.
Yeah.
I got a quick one for you.
Yeah, that's right. But for some reason, 1948ers get billions. Yeah, 1948ers.
Them so-called Jews still to this day are getting welfare money.
Yep.
You still to this day, you're getting welfare money because of what you said Hitler allegedly did. You're still getting welfare money to this day because of that. From the U.S. and from other countries abroad, you're getting welfare money. But then there's a problem when the Negro talks about, when we talk about our plight and the things that happen to us, which is gruesomely documented throughout American history. You got to go find it. These are things that they're not going to teach you in the school. Like we were talking about the MOVE group. In 1985, when you dropped bombs on the MOVE group there in Philadelphia, and again, you destroyed over 60-something homes. You made homeless over 250 people were made homeless. Over 12 people were killed. Right. Men, women, and children.
And guess why? Because first of all, the scriptures tell you about the John 10:10, the thief cometh not but to kill, steal, kill, and destroy. So that's in this devil's spirit, man. Right. You know, you got cats that you got a few cats that talked about, we got to go back to Africa. That ain't the answer. That ain't gonna happen, man. First of all, we put over here to where we got to be delivered. Like the elder brother from North Carolina quoted. He said, "Look, no man shall save you." That's the scripture in Deuteronomy 28. So we're here. We're put here. This is the place where we are to be delivered at, man. All right, we're to be delivered in America, man. So you know, it don't mean nothing that, like, if you in a city. I mean, even though a lot of times I think I said, man, I don't know if the city's the best place to be in. We all think like that. But at the end of the day, wherever you at, the Most High is going to deliver you, man.
That's right.
You know, Yahweh said, what, two shall be grinding in the field, one shall be taken, the other shall be left. So this ain't a thing where you got to go, flee Egypt. And when niggas do that, and that's why you got to watch these slick, low down, dirty, dingy, jive-ass turkey prophets, man, that call themselves Israelites. They like to sit there and serenade you with a song and talk, we going back to Egypt, Then you niggas get trapped up in Africa without your passports. They done confiscated all your fucking IDs, man. They done shammed you niggas, man. Oh, let's come over here. Like you had the this devil, Dr. York, right? After eventually everybody in New York caught on to his ass, you know, and they was getting cut up so much by the Israelites, they had to pack that shit up and they went down south with it
to Georgia.
And then he set up, just like right now, you got these women buying all this land, right? He set up a compound that was supposed to be an Ansar Allah community and everything, right? And how did that fare out, man? That was nothing but a damn a Jim Jones project.
That's right.
He sat there, he was having sex, popping all the damn women, fathering all kind of kids. Then he was raping the kids too.
Right.
All right. And don't give me this thing that, oh, that was what the white man said. Listen, he acknowledged it himself. He copped out to it himself. All right. So don't sit there and try to, you know, sit there and, oh no, well, he was forced to do it. Ain't nobody gonna force you to say that you raped little kids when you didn't do it. That's something you rather kill me than. You know, you might as well kill me. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not sitting there saying I did no fucking bullshit like that, man. He did it. And they had witnesses, they had kids, they had parents.
Yep.
You see?
It was covered all over. Montel Williams covered it on his show. When Montel Williams was popping as a talk show host, he covered it. He had some of the victims on his show that they were telling it straight up. The Montel Williams show. Yep. Go look it up. The old clips of it is on YouTube. Go look up the Montel Williams show with the people from Dr. York. The people who defected from him. Yeah, it was on the Montel Williams show.
That's why, if I can read this real quick. This is Psalms 127:1. It said, except the Lord build the house, they labor in vain that build it.
Right. Except the Lord build the house, they labor in vain that build it. A lot of you guys, you're coming with a new frill to pull people in, to pull more, you know, to get more people to come in so you get more tights money. That's what it's about. You come with frills because the basically the truth itself ain't good enough for people.
Right.
So you got to come up with something else to pull them in. Look, you know, we're going to build our own community. We're going to have our own stores. How fucking long you think that's going to last? Do you see what's happening in the country? The country is being motherfucking liquidated.
Right.
It's being liquidated by the bankers using COVID-19 as a method or a vehicle to put a stranglehold and squeeze the blood out of everybody in America.
That's right. So
business, the middle class is being destroyed. Not only is the middle class being destroyed, homeowners are being destroyed. Just passed the CDC and they just passed something to extend the eviction moratorium to 2021. I think January 2021. Meanwhile, you got people who own homes that, look, if you own a home and you're a homeowner and you have apartments that you're leasing these apartments out to different tenants, those tenants are in there using the water, using the hot water, making garbage. Depending on where the home is at, you might have to pay for the disposal of the garbage to that city or a private contractor to come and take your garbage and remove it. That price is worked into the rent. So the landlord's not getting rent, but garbage is still being accumulated and put out there, and they got to come pick it up. And if the landlord don't pay them with that check, they're not coming to get the garbage. It's going to sit in front of the house and stink, and raccoons and all kind of them vermin are going to come up there, rats and all that come and fester right there. So then you every 3 months, every quarter, you got to pay a water bill. You got to pay a usage and a disposal bill every quarter. Then you got to pay your quarterly taxes if you are a homeowner. You got to pay taxes on that land every quarter. So you're paying taxes 4 times a year on that house. That's every 3 months, which is every quarter. So the landlord's not getting the money to pay these things. Then on top of that, pay the mortgage. So the landlord's not getting the money to pay that. That's going to come out the landlord's pocket. So you're squeezing the shit out the landlords with the eviction moratorium, telling people, okay, you don't have to pay your rent. If you make under $99,000 a year, that's what it says on the press release. The qualification, you make under $99,000 a year, and you're stressed at the point where you can prove you can't pay your rent. You look at this and that. You don't have to pay your rent.
Yep.
Look at what's happening. Look at the backlash of that. Right, brother.
Okay, to add on to what the elder was saying, this is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 13. It says, "Behold, is it not of the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shah hosts that the people shall labor in the very fire, and the people shall wear themselves for the very vanity?" You know,
right? Yeah, that's what's going on. Yep. People are worrying themselves on how in the world am I going to deal with this. So basically,
but and then the very vanities. I'm sorry not to cut you, Slaki, for that, but the very vanities, because why? And King David said it, and King Solomon said all is vanity.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this everything, all these earthly possessions. Worrying about where we gonna live at, what we gonna eat and everything. That's all vanity at the end of the day, because you kill yourself for all these things. And Esau, just like we read about the one group, Esau drop a bomb, destroy everything you got. Esau send the military, which they're doing now. All right, and that's all a part of their agenda. That's why the Spirit keep having us bring up the fact that all these so-called Black Lives Matter rallies and everything were created by Esau. Government programs, man.
That's right.
All right. These are psyops from the devil. All right, to bring forth his agenda, so that way they can put him in position to put the National Guard. Chicago called for the was it yesterday?
National Guard.
Right. They said, look, send the National Guards. These niggas said they're gonna shoot us or whatever. Send in the troops. All right. So it's gonna come to the point of them kicking in people's houses. Yep. Then with this COVID thing, how they keep playing, y'all see what that is. Yep. All right. So here it is. You putting all this work and you laboring. It's going to be in vain. You're killing yourself trying to build these castles in sand. Castles made of sand. Right. What happens when you build a castle on a beach? A castle out of sand. Eventually, the water comes in and washes the shit away. Mm-hmm. And so all that hard and it takes work. You see, some people, they build some ill ass shit, like some intricate castles, with detail and everything. You sit there, the whole time. You could have been out there swimming and shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hanging out, getting some water. Talking to some bitches on the thing with bikinis. You over there playing with water cups and trying to form mold and shit, just for the water to come and wash it away. Yep. So that's what it is when you sit up there and try to do these other things and make sure that you're secure. Well, we're gonna sit there and make sure the family's secure. We're gonna get extra food. We're gonna create doomsday tents and doomsday prepper kits, and we're gonna go in the woods.
Buy acres.
Yeah, we're gonna buy acres of land, so we don't have to worry about the government. Where you gonna get your seeds from? The plant.
Yeah,
still gotta go to them.
Still gotta go to Esau.
Yep.
You do something, and trust me, the federal agent's gonna find one law or regulation that you're guilty of violating, and you ain't. At the end of the day, you or nobody else got enough guns to deal with Esau, man.
That's right.
All right. That's why the scriptures say that the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but spiritual, mighty, through the power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, bringing down every stronghold, man.
That's right.
You see, we got to trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai more than ever. All right, more than we ever did. You can't sit there and I'm gonna make sure I'm strapped up so when Esau come on, be ready for him. No, the hell you ain't, man. You ain't ready. The shit that Esau got, man, it ain't gonna happen that way, man.
That's right.
It's not gonna happen that way. And the Lord see it. It's gonna see to it, because that was Esau's blessing back in Genesis, man. And see, and that's why you got to stick to what the scriptures say, because then you'll get understanding in these days. You know what I'm saying? Now, there's one Jake, I keep mentioning him because he was terrified, but even he had sense. He said, "Man, we can't go up against the government with the guns." And that ain't nothing about being scared, because a lot of men, you scared, you punk ass niggas. Man, niggas, shut the fuck up, man.
Right.
You niggas ain't gonna do shit, man.
Not
all you niggas meant shit. You had them niggas marching on Stone Mountain, right? Then the Edomite dude broke it down. Said, look, they had their clip backwards. Them niggas end up doing a cheddar bob, shot themselves up, right? And then the KKK end up beating some niggas down. What, a week later, a few weeks later? And crackers that was, up there trying to stir shit up. So niggas do a lot of talking, man. All right, but they not gonna do nothing, because the only one that's gonna deliver us is Yahweh Shai, man. That's why his title is that, Yahweh Shai. He's the deliverer, man.
That's right.
Still for you. Romans 10:3, bringing that back. Romans 10:3, the reason says, "For they being ignorant of Yahweh Shai's righteousness and going about to establish their own righteousness."
Right, and that's what you see a lot of these other groups do. They set up these food programs so that way they can feel like they righteous, which that appeals to the world,
Well, that's because you got the charter with the government. You have to do that. That's a way of justifying you getting to keep that tax-free money with the government. Is you got to have a food program or a food pantry or whatever. That's what you're doing it for.
Yeah, but
that's why you're doing it.
But they're doing it for that, and then they're doing it for the world too.
Yeah,
because to the people, they can sit there. They'll sit there and accuse us of not doing nothing, right? But they're helping out the community. So they'll say we must be the problem,
right?
Because we cursing everybody the hell out. But they fail to realize is that it's not us cursing you out. We coming in the name and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, according to the scriptures, cursing you out in truth because you going to fuck off.
God,
all right? You sincerely going to fuck off.
That's right.
A lot of you are willfully going off. God. You don't want to know the truth and the right thing to do to get right. But now you figure you see niggas handing out turkeys and have a back to school. Oh, wait a minute. Niggas going back to school or what? Not really.
Right.
And as soon as some of you go back to school, they cancel it. Now COVID spiked up.
Yep.
You see, so that's going to fuck up a lot of your back to school drives. And then plus two, you use it as a tax write-off. So you're going to have to find another tax write-off. But anyway, people sit there and think that that's helping out and that's doing a good thing.
Yep.
Scripture say, no to whom thou doest good, man.
Correct. And thou doest good. No to whom thou doest good.
No to whom you do is good. And a lot of our people don't really know what good is, man. What we doing is good because the scripture say in Isaiah 34 and 6 or 33 and 6.
Wisdom and knowledge.
Right, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times.
Yep.
Oh man, that's heavy. That's a spirit. Isaiah 33 and 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. So that's what we're supposed to be doing, man. Don't be getting all worked up on what we're gonna do. Don't let the spirit of a woman get on you because these women, they'll sit there and be like, what are we gonna do for our kids? And you know, you think we should we get a fallout shelter, a bunker, or whatever they call it?
Yeah.
Don't listen to that spirit, man. Trust in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua.
Right.
Now, of course, naturally, if brothers, you know, the spirit have you where you might have a little surplus of water or whatever. You know, all in all, hey, you know, ain't nothing wrong. You ain't going off, but don't trust in that because here it is. You gotta have a house stocked of all kind of goods, everything you need. And guess what? You can't go back into that motherfucker because they quarantined your house. They done kicked you out of the motherfucker. See?
Or they done shut down that neighborhood, so you can't get back into the house.
Yeah,
so don't trust in nothing. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua.
That's what their whole Agenda 21 thing was for. They can seize all your stuff anyways.
Yep.
Right.
It's in law.
Yeah,
right. Lawfully.
Yep.
They can lawfully fuck you over.
Right, the Agenda 21, you got something called the Anti-Hoarding Act,
Yep.
which prohibits you from having more than a month's worth of food in your house.
And supplies.
So if you have over a month's worth of supplies, you can be fined, and you can be fined and thrown in prison and detained.
That's the devil.
Because the Anti-Hoarding Act is on the books.
Yeah.
Obama passed something back when he was the president called the NDRP, National Defense Resource Preparedness, and under that, when you go to subsection 8 of that thing that he passed, one of the things is that the government can confiscate all seeds, all potting soil. The government takes control of all water sources, whether bottled or well, or the water that comes in from the city. The government takes control of all water sources. They take control of all seeds, all potting soil. They take control of all food and things that can be used and consumed as a food, which means cat food and dog food. The government takes control of all of this. The government takes control of all public and private transportation, means of transportation. That means your car. That means the public bus, the public taxi, your personal taxi, which would be like your Uber or Lyft vehicle. They take control of it. They can take it under the NDRP, which Obama passed that.
So that's another part of Esau's agendas, man. And see, you don't even know it, man. Jake has no clue what Esau got in store for him. Just like he didn't see this, what do you call it? This pandemic happening. People losing their jobs. They just started shutting shit down. It's the same way Esau's going to bring in these other regulations. And then ultimately, which we already know, it's going to lead to the chip. All right? Yep. That's why they got when you see these commercials and they keep promoting it, you got Elon Musk doing his Neuralink with a pig. You got them showing more people getting chipped up. You got more companies that are making their employees get hit with the chip inside their hand. It's just why they're doing that. It's prophecy, man.
That's right.
And we at the end, we don't got, like a lot of times you see guys, they act as if we got, 10, 20, 15, 20, 30 years or 100 years, You see people like they're gone, man. The Spirit of the Lord ain't dealing with them, man. Listen, man, we that close, man. The scriptures say our salvation draweth nearer than what we believe. You see?
So I put that in the screen about the laws. Brother had posted this on my channel. I had screenshotted it, but it says the National Defense Resources Preparedness Executive Order 13603 provides the president with unprecedented powers such as declaring martial law, seizing private property, implementing the rationing of food, gasoline, and drugs, restarting peacetime conscription, and nationalizing American industry merely by declaring a national emergency. Just going into what the elder was bringing out. Yeah. It says the powers of seizure of the U.S. government grants itself include, but are not limited to the power to seize all of the following. It says all commodities and products that are capable of being ingested by either human beings or animals, which the elder mentioned. Right. It says all forms of energy.
Right. It can take over your power, your electricity. Right. You don't own a motherfucking thing.
Con. All forms of energy, all forms of civil transportation, all usable water.
Even your cars, your vehicles,
your own vehicles.
They can take over the city buses and all that, but they can take your vehicles too.
It says all usable water from all sources.
Right. So you might sit there, got this dope ass $1 million alkaline machine in your house in the projects, right? And you thinking, yeah, I'm drinking good. I don't give a fuck. I can make my own water. Nigga, the army coming in and take that shit.
That's right.
It says health resources, drugs, biological products, medical devices, materials, facility, health supplies, services, and
I'm sorry, wait a minute. Health resources is very important because why? Everybody in America is on some type of drug. You know, everybody's taking some type of pill, some pain pills, you know, what's some other pills, Percocets, any of those pills, people are on that. You know what I'm saying? Blood pressure. You see, so people's lives depend on these drugs. So they're telling you that, look, we could take over the drugs and you'll be having to go do whatever they say. Now if you don't want to fucking die from your blood pressure or whatever shit you on, then you're going to have to comply and take the chip so you get these drugs. That's what the end game is going to be. That's why the Spirit got brothers going into the herbs and everything. You got, if brothers are dealing with any of Esau's drugs, if you got to deal with it, you got to deal with it. Of course, you know, hey, we in hell. We under them curses, but get used to dealing with the herbs and then get used to, you know, hey, you got to fast and sometimes get your body used to not depending on nothing, not depending on definitely Esau's drugs and even the herbs, because you might not even be able to get certain herbs in that time. So that's why now the time is to try to build your body up as best as you can, your body, mind, and your spirit as best as you can. You know, be more mindful of what you're eating and taking into. You know what I'm saying? Because look, we're all guilty of abusing our bodies and not, you know, eating the right diet because we in hell. And a lot of this shit we actually didn't know, but now the Spirit is revealing that because the times that are coming, these devils are going to really use that and like hold it for ransom, man. In certain cases, you know, and then that's going to really test your willpower if you're ready to die or not. You know,
it's heavy. I got a quick precept.
Yep, come.
This is Psalms 37, 18 and 19, and it reads Psalms 37, verse 18. It says, "The Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai."
Started 17.
Started 17. Okay, come. Psalms 37 and 17, and it reads. It says, "For the arms of the wicked shall be broken, but the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai upholdeth the righteous."
See, and that's the key thing, man. You got to stay in this truth, because the Lord is going to break the arms of the wicked. As strong and mighty as Esau, these devils might seem, they ain't strong enough to withstand the Most High, man. You know,
arms too short to box.
It's too short, way too short.
Right? Yeah, so.
The Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai knoweth the days of the upright, and their inheritance shall be forever. Verse 19, the point, it says, "They shall not be ashamed in the evil time, and in the days of famine they shall be satisfied."
Right, in the evil time. Right? What's the scripture in Ecclesiastes? Remember the Lord. Well, you can get it real quick.
Remember the Lord in thy youth, while the evil days come not.
Yep, 12 and 1.
I got it. You got it? Okay, come.
Ecclesiastes 12 and 1. Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them.
Which those are these years, these times right now. When the years draw nigh, where you say, I have no pleasure. And a lot of you people don't have no pleasure in this time. You can't go to a club, you can't go to a bar and get a drink at the bar like you used to. You can't just go to you can't just go to the juke joint and see Suge Avery like you used to before. You understand? You know, she got that nasty women's disease. Got legs like baseball bats. Black as tar, and she got that nasty women's disease. You can't go see her no more.
Okay.
You can't go to Ray's Boom Boom Room no more and have fun. You can't do it. The days draw nigh when you have no pleasure in them. You can't go listen to music.
Yeah.
Because there's no. The days have drawn nigh where nobody is having any pleasure in them.
Well, when that quarantine, that pandemic happened, man, people, especially niggas wasn't liking it, man.
Oh no.
A lot of people went. A lot of people, ended up breaking up with their women, divorced and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It went crazy, man. Because they couldn't deal with being confined to their house. Yeah, no more bread and circus, man.
That's right.
And they showing this thing. They call it NBA. They say they're in a bubble because it's a dream.
Right.
It's a figment of your imagination, basically, man. Here it is. They got them quarantined inside of a goddamn bubble, and they had to make up some quick makeshift stuff, right, just to keep you entertained for a little longer because they still working on the 5G technology, advancing it, right, because they need that. They're going to use that for the chip, right, which is evident. We know the experts and all the other talk. There's all kind of talking heads and countless of videos and everything that's there. And then, Apostle Rhymer sent me one video earlier about what they plan on doing with the food supply because they know eventually people are going to catch on and be sitting there flocking to try to get as much food. You got people, refrigerators and freezers was selling out.
Right.
Because when the quarantine happened, you had people wanting to buy extra freezers and everything.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But then the Most High fucked a lot of them up because then a month or two later, the Most High made them lose power for over a week up north, back in the tri-state.
Yeah.
So now all the like hundreds of dollars of frozen meat that they had, stacked up, they had to go throw this shit all away because they lost power for over a week.
Yeah.
You see?
And that frozen fruit thawed out, it ain't no good. You can't. If once it's thawed out, if you don't season it and cook it, it ain't no good. You can't hold on to it.
That's right.
So you spent all that money and you lost it. You still lost.
I had a precept. Isaiah 24:7. The new wine mourneth, and the vine languisheth.
Yeah, the new wine. What's that speaking about? That's speaking about Israel, Jake, our people. All right, they were mourning. They was all fucked up, broken down, crying. Oh man, even still they crying. They saying what? They cursed 2020.
Yeah. That's been memes all over.
That's a meme. And that's you stupid ass niggas not realizing that 2020 is a beautiful thing because that's the beginning. We're getting closer to our kingdom, man. All these things must happen. Must happen. You talk about, and that's why Jake don't know what the hell they want, man. Jake talk about they want freedom and this equality. What the fuck is wrong with you? How you gonna be a king, but yet you want equality? What king has equality? What king is equal with everybody else is subjects? If that's the case, there's no such thing as a king. All right, king over who? Meaning that you're a king over somebody, you're above them.
Right.
All right. And the Lord made our people, us, pursuant to Deuteronomy 7:6, right?
That's not equality.
That's not equality.
Right.
But you dumb niggas talk about justice and equality. All right. You niggas don't know what you're talking about. You just in parrot mode. You just repeating and you doing stuff that's trendy. You out there, majority of you marching because it's trendy. The ones of you that are out there marching.
Man, you stupid ass niggas.
Trendy ass niggas.
Don't you realize that you're superior to this devil?
Yeah.
Equality. Why you want equality with somebody who is inferior to you? Okay, they have the money, they have the muscle, they have the military, and they have the money. They got the finances and they got the muscle. For all the creativity, everybody wants to be you.
Right.
Look in the sports arena. Who's the dominant figure in the sports arena? You American Negroes. You're the dominant figure in sports. So if it's about equality, then the white boys can't do what you do.
Nope.
And they know they can't do what you do. And the ones that can are more likely Jakes anyway.
Yeah.
That's true.
Basketball, football, baseball, whatever the case may be. Who's the dominant figure?
Yeah.
You are. Everybody wants to be like you, but nobody can be like you. You're the dominant figure. The Bible, the Lord didn't say that He was going to make us equal with the nations. What is that? Is that Revelations? What is that? 2:26? Is it?
Oh yeah.
Revelation 2:26. The Lord never said that He was going to make Israel to be equal with everybody. As a matter of fact, what is the one that is Amos 3? Is it Amos 3 and 3? I'll start at Amos 3 and 1. Yep. The Lord didn't make the children of Israel to be equal with everybody on the planet Earth. Okay, you got Amos?
Yeah, let me tell you real quick.
I think it's 3 and 1.
All right.
You got it. Go ahead, brother.
Amos 3 and 1. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel.
Right. The Lord spoke this word against the children of Israel. Go ahead.
Against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth.
So wait a minute. The Lord said, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Israel, talking about the 12 tribes of Israel, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. You only. That means you. Not everybody else. That doesn't include the white man. That doesn't include the Japanese. That don't include the Chinese. That don't include the East Indians. That don't include the Aborigines of Australia. No. That don't include the Hawaiians. Right. That doesn't include the Hamites or the Africans. That does not include them. The Lord said to Israel, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Go ahead.
Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
So he said, I'm going to punish you, Israel, for all your iniquities. You only have I known of all the families of the earth. That ain't talking about everybody.
That's right.
That's talking about the children of Israel. Then he goes on to say in the last book, in the book of Revelation, right? He goes on to say about receiving power. What does it say about that? Revelations 2?
Revelation 2 and 26.
26, yeah.
Revelation 2 and 26. And he that overcometh.
Wait a minute. The Lord said, and he that overcometh. The he is talking about is you men of Israel. Those of you who overcome this world. Overcome the so-called white man. Go ahead.
And keepeth my works unto the end.
And keep his works unto the end. And we're in the end time now. Go ahead.
To him will I give power over the nations.
Wait a minute. He said, to him will I give power over the nations, not equality. So what do you keep talking about equality for? We're not equal.
But now, and that's crazy too, because and that's why Esau had this thing for ages where he hid our identity, who he was. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want us to know, because once you find, that's one of the keys in this with the Bible. You got to know who the hell you are, man. You can't just be walking around thinking that you're some old regular Negro and think you're gonna pick up the Bible and understand it. You got to understand who you are. That you got to know that you are Israelite. That's why the Lord told Ezekiel, he said, "Look, go out there with that sign, man, and then put the two kingdoms together, the northern kingdom, southern kingdom, Judah
and his companions, and Ephraim and his companions.
That's right.
Make the one stick.
Make one stick, because why? The Most High is bringing the tribes back together. So that's the beautiful thing, man. Here it is. You got a lot of you other camps out there. You focusing on all the things of the world, man. The Most High is about to blow up this world, man.
Sure.
You see? And remember James, the 4th chapter, 4 and 4. You know, you adulterers and adultery. Matter of fact, I'll let the brother get it. James 4 and 4. Because a lot of you got a lot of Israelites out there that basically want to try to integrate with this world. You know? They want to sit there and get a piece of the pie. They're not talking about the destruction, and you notice that. And that's why it tells you in John the 3rd chapter, he that the Lord sent speaketh the word of the Most High. That's right. The last verse. Okay, John the 3rd chapter. Because the real men of the Lord are going to prophesy what the scriptures say. That's right. The scriptures speak about the Lord coming back and destroying this place, man. This is Babylon the Great that's mentioned in the Bible. That's why they're trying to get rid of the Bible, because of the prophecies. See, they can't keep functioning how they are. Like, you see what they want to do with this whole new agenda, right? They got the nasty people agenda. You know, they can't function. The Bible is standing in their way, because the Bible condemns all that nastiness, man.
Condemns the nasty people.
Yeah,
nasty, dirty people.
That's right, man. So that's why they want to get rid of the Bible, so they can continue and go into this nasty utopia that they got in their mind. They got these stupid ass dummies thinking that they're gonna have. Right. You know? Go ahead, you got it.
This is James 4 and 4. Ye adulterers and adulteresses. Know ye not?
Right, and you are an adulterer and adulteress, because you not just physically but spiritually. You up here sleeping with these other gods, these other idols, man. A lot of you niggas sitting there, you got all kind of tattoos on you. You got a tattoo of Mao Zedong, got a tattoo of Buddha, got a tattoo of Allah, you know, tattoo of some damn Santeria idol, you know? All seeing eye. Yeah. Some of y'all got Caesar Borgia on you heavy. You see? So the Most High looks at you as an adulterer and adulteresses because women got tattoos too now.
Yeah.
Women are all tatted up, tattoos on their necks, on their breasts.
That's called a tramp stamp.
Yeah, on the back of the neck. They put it on the back of the neck. You see?
On the back of the neck or on the back, that back area in the small of their back.
Yeah.
In the small of their back, between their back and their behind.
Yeah.
That's the tramp stamp. You see a chick with a tattoo there? Come on, she's a nasty, dirty slut hoe. She done been nutted in by umpteen niggas this side of the Mississippi and beyond. All right? She's a nasty hoe.
James 4:4.
Hey, shalom to the brother. Hey, brother, we understand brothers got to work, man. You know, hey, brother, the spirit has got us, you know, we burn the midnight oil. We said we was going to do something for like, you know, quick 20, 30 minutes or whatever. We was talking,
spirit.
But, you know, hey, we just going in the spirit. So, you know, hey, you know, we understand, brothers. Yeah, cut.
Brothers got to go to work. Do what you got to do, man. Night, twab, la. You know?
Unless, hey, if your spirits, you know, I understand if your spirits really turned up, then hey, the hell with it. Then. Come on with it.
James 4:4, ye adulterers and adulteresses. Know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High?
Right, say it again.
It says, James 4:4, ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High?
Right, ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High. So trying to do all these worldly things, these food programs, these marriage counseling programs, you know, drug programs, that's of the world, man.
Of the world.
And what is that? That makes you an enemy of the Most High. There's no in between. There's no in between. There's no justifying that, man. See, the brother asking a question. Not all of India. It's a scoffer. Okay, all right, go ahead.
It says, whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Right. So if you're going to be a friend of this world, then that means that you're going to be an enemy of the Most High, Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. That's right. All right, and his son, Yahushua. So at the end of the day, you got to figure out what you want to do. You got to count the cost. You're going to stand for Yahweh by Shem Yahushua, meaning go through all the hardship. All right, because that's what it is. Jake looking to escape the hardship. There's no escaping it. You got to go through the fire. There's no other way. The scriptures, what's that in 2nd Ezra, the 6th chapter? There's no other way to get to the kingdom except going through that fire, man.
Through that straight gate.
Through that straight gate. But see, the thing, the beautiful part about it, I'll say this real quick. I know you got something. But the Most High, he opened up our eyes, man. He blessed us with that eye salve so we can see in the dark. We can see all the wiles of the devil. We can see Esau's hidden agenda. We know that he's trying to, you know, see through his COVID-19 stuff. We're not all fucked up. Because here it is, they tell you 1 minute it's serious, next minute it ain't serious.
One of the reports that came out weeks back on COVID-19 was you're more susceptible to COVID-19 if you're tall.
Yeah.
That came out. That was weeks back. It could have been about a month back. I got it on my news feed. It popped up and said, hey, you know, one of the factors of getting COVID-19 would make you susceptible is because you're tall. What the?
Yeah, that's what Esau. That's the bullshit from Esau.
All you too loud.
So all you tall brothers.
You talk too loud. Yeah, basically, Jake. Because Esau don't talk loud. Esau talk like bitches, man. You know.
Yeah, no bass in their voice.
No bass or nothing. Esau talk. You know, that's why they get intimidated when they hear Jake talk. Okay. You know, because Esau, like you said, ain't got no bass in their voice. You know, Esau is a bitch. All right, well, go ahead.
Says verse 5, do ye think that the scripture saith in vain, the spirit that dwelleth in us lusteth to envy? It says, but he giveth more grace, wherefore he saith, Yahweh Shem Yahushua resist the proud, but giveth grace unto the humble.
Look at that. It says the Lord resisteth the proud, but giveth grace unto the humble. But the scripture, when the brother read, it said that if you got the friendship of the world, then you got enmity with the Father. Now, the word enmity means enmity, and its synonyms hostility. So if you're a friend of the world, you got hostility with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Animosity, you got animosity for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. If you got the friendship of the world. Animus, all indicate deep dislike or ill will. So you have made yourself, you have made the Most High dislike and have ill will towards you because you want the friendship with the world. You want the things of the world. You want the goodies of the world. You want the acceptance of the world. It says enmity, which derives from the Anglo-French word meaning enemy. You're making yourself an enemy of the faith.
Right.
Yep.
Okay. Suggests true hatred.
And Jake, man, Jake is like you. Jake ain't got it together, man.
Nope.
Why would you want to make yourself an enemy with the Most High? You don't want to make yourself. You say instead of a friend, be not an enemy, right? In the Apocrypha. All right, so that's with a brother. How much more the Most High? Why would you want to be on the Most High's bad side, man? A lot of you niggas are just plain stupid, man. And that's why we don't feel sorry for you when your judgment come down upon you. All right? And a lot of you niggas, in the Most High, have you say things out of your own mouth, man. You know? The Lord have you say things out of your own mouth. You don't have this dude, and I can't be mad because he told the truth. Alizar, whatever his name is. You know, I seen a clip. The brother said how he came up with the Sakari name. He said, I was looking, man. I said, that's us. Them niggas is us, man. Them some grimy niggas, but they for the Lord. You know, how the hell you
them grimy niggas was not for the Lord. Right. Go back and read that history on them Sakari niggas.
But that's okay. Let them think that. Hey, the Lord, remember what the Lord said. The Lord said, I will choose their delusion.
Yeah.
All right? That's written. So you got to let a nigga be delusional and bugged out. You know what I'm saying? Let a nigga be bugged out and delusional. But the point is, the Most High always have, guys spill their tongue on themselves. Just like Esau. A lot of these things that we know about these devils, which I got another precept when y'all finish yours. A lot of things we know about these devils is what? From other devils. Whistleblowers. Yep. Or that couldn't keep their mouth shut. And a lot of them, some of them got iced. You know?
But I got a quick one to add on to you.
What's more?
This is John 12:43, straight to the point. John 12:43 says, "For they love the praise of men more than the praise of Yahweh Shem Yahushua."
Right, and that's what it is. That's why they don't mind being an enemy of the Lord, because they don't care. Because they see right now we can't see the Most High. All right, we can't see Yahushua physically, and a lot of niggas is on a low level. They only can deal with the things that they can see, hear, touch. Right. So that's why they can see Jake, the people, they can see scoffers. So that's why people rather win over the love of the congregation or the masses, right, instead of the love of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Right. All right? Because why? They like to hear, brother, yeah, man, oh man, brother, good shit. That's why we said, look, we're nobody. Don't look at us as no damn celebrities. We're no goddamn celebrities. We're just regular men, servants of the Lord, man. That's right. Looking to be just like the rest of you brothers, man. And that's been what we've been saying from day one, man. We never sat there. I mean, brothers might call us elders or whatever they call us, but we just servants, man. Right. We just servants, and we praying to make it up out of here, and we doing the work just like you brothers, so we can be delivered, man. Right. We hoping to receive a crown, man. So we fighting, man. That's what we doing, man. That's right. So that's what it's really about. But a lot of guys want all of that clout. That clout. Yeah. So smoke. They want you to blow smoke up their ass. Right. Oh, brother, good show, brother. Yo, that shit was sharp, man. You the baddest teacher. Matter of fact, you the only teacher that's on that level. You the supreme teacher here, man. Yo, brother, I was listening to you. I think you might even be Yahushai. The brother be sitting here. Hey, brother, you saying that, you know what? Then eventually that shit go to a nigga head. So you got some of these niggas walking around here actually thinking that they the Messiah themselves, man. That's why they roll on the time that they do. They say the stuff that they say, man. See? But that's because why? They rather the praise of men instead of the praise from the Most High, which makes them an enemy of the Most High. So their judgment's going to come too, man. And everything is the thing of waiting, being patient, man. Yahushua said what? And your patience possess you what? Your souls. So we just got to be patient, brothers.
And one thing that you said that we physically can't see Yahushua right now. So these niggas, they only deal with what they can physically see, right, and touch and taste, But the scriptures say this. This is St. John 20 and 29. Yahweh Shai saith unto him, Thomas, because thou hast seen me, thou hast believed. Blessed are they that have not seen and yet have believed.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
Blessed are they that have not seen but have believed. That's the deal right there. Jake, you don't have no faith.
Yep.
And like the brother was going into, you want to be wrapped up in all the things of the world. You want the worldly things. That's what you want. So that's why you can't obtain the kingdom of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, because you can't see past the worldly things. And the scripture says this in 1 John 2 and I'm gonna start at 1 John 2 and 15. The scriptures say this: love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. Verse 16. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes.
Right, the lust of the flesh. You know, that nice car, that nice mansion, that nice woman. You know, the lust of the flesh. Go ahead.
For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and pride of life is not of the Father, but it's of the world. You proud of your life here in this world.
You
got that pride of life. Hey, that's not of the Father. You got this guy, Crispo Dollar, teaching that prosperity doctrine down there in Atlanta. TD's fakes, teaching that prosperity. Well, wait a minute. The scriptures say the pride of life that's not of the Father. But of the world. Then it says, and the world passeth away, and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai abideth forever.
That's right.
I have a precept.
Come.
This is Romans 8 and 6. It says, matter of fact, I started 5. It says, for they that are after the flesh do minor things of the flesh.
Right.
There you go.
That's straight up, man. You know, carnal niggas is gonna do carnal things, man.
That's right. Carnal niggas do carnal things.
So that's the truth. You sitting there talking all that carnal shit, and you know you're trusting in guns. You want to be on videos of guns and you know carnal shit or whatever. Hey, you show your card who you are. Go ahead.
But they that are after the spirit, the things of the spirit.
Spiritual brothers going to be looking at the things of the spirit, man.
That's right.
Spiritual things, which is the kingdom of heaven. All right, which is teaching his word, man, to the end. All right, endure teaching his word to the end. I mean, you know, of course you got your day-to-day life or whatever. We all got day-to-day shit we got to deal with. You know, you might have a demon, you know, a rib piece on the side. You may not have one. You know, you might have children you deal with, or you may not. You know, have a job you got to go to and deal with, or you may not. You got whatever bullshit you got to deal with in life. But what supersedes and come first? The work of the Lord, man.
That's right.
You know, you want to do it. Hey, cause look, man, if you lose your woman, which chances are you're gonna lose a woman at least one time. One of them hoes.
No, you're gonna lose.
You know, if you don't, hey, well, shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's almost like a initiation rite, man. That's why brothers like us, we done had all kind of women being in this knowledge, man. You know, but now sometimes the Most High give you a woman, she's still the devil, but she's decent enough where you can deal with it. You know, and if she'll deal with it, she stick it out with you, she's gonna make it. She's gonna be saved.
That's right.
The Lord's gonna deliver her. You know what I'm saying?
As long as she's not like Lot's wife, because again, they had great possessions there in the land of in Sodom and Gomorrah, and she didn't want to let that go, so she had to.
She looked back.
Yeah, she
looked back. So the Most High told her not to look back. So the Lord smoked it, turned it into a pillar of salt to this day. So now women that are like that, hoes that are like that, they're gonna suffer that fate and even worse.
That's right.
You understand? But now speaking about like a woman that she might be an unbelieving woman, but she, you know, be pleased to dwell with a brother that's in the truth, like the scriptures say, then the brother be delivered. If she continues with the brother, she is gonna be saved.
That's right.
All right, we're gonna call it straight. We ain't gonna, you know.
Right.
But anyway, the thing is that she's gonna understand at some point that look, what my man's doing, that comes before anything that I do. And see, you got to establish yourself in this truth, man. All right, you got look. If the Lord chose you to be a prophet, you part of the camp. You got to make sure that your life is structured around the truth, around the camp. All right, and if your woman don't understand that, then you make the choice, but it should be an easy choice.
Yeah.
All right. There's plenty of other women out there. If your woman don't want to be with you, the Most High sends you all kind of women. A woman that, like you see what he told Solomon, that was nothing. But because you didn't ask for that, I'm gonna give you that anyway.
Right.
All right. Solomon had what, 700 wives, 300 concubines.
Yeah. He asked for wisdom to govern the people. He didn't ask for money.
He asked for women. You see. So we gonna get ours in due season, like the scriptures say, man. It's just that, again, going back to what the Lord said, you got to be patient. You see?
It's verse 6.
That's right. Balance. Balance is the key. You know, I learned that from Apostle Gabar, man, years ago, man. You know, he brought a scenario. I mean, we always taught about it in the school, but it was a scenario that he had broke down to me that just made so much sense, you know, and it stuck with you. You know what I mean? And basically what he said is, you know, he came in out the crib where he was at the first big house, and he had some grocery bags with stuff in it. And he said, hey, brother, you know what, brother? I was walking, man. You know, we used to go to compare down the block. Yeah. He said, I was walking with the bags and stuff, and at first I had them all in one hand, and after a while, it's like, shit, this started getting kind of heavy. So the Spirit said, you know, just shift some of the bags into the other hand, and then I had them both in the other hands, and then they was light. And he said, balance. That's the key to being in this truth. Balance. Right. And so he used that as an example and applied it to the truth. Yep. So when he said it, I was like, you're right. And then of course, he quoted the scripture, you know, just balance, you know, the Most High required for just balance. Yep. Just weight is his light and everything. He quoted the scripture to me. And that's the truth, man. Being in this truth, you got to be balanced, man. You can't be over righteous. All right, brothers, don't be over righteous.
Yeah, because you're going to destroy yourself. Yeah. Because we're in hell, man.
Yeah.
You know, we're in hell. Bottom line, we're in hell.
Seeking to sit there and just tear down brothers for nothing just because you know you want some super over righteous shit. But definitely don't be a wicked nigga. Don't be over wicked neither though. Yeah. Don't sit there like the scriptures say. Use the truth for cloak of maliciousness, man. You know, I know we under grace and nigga. Look, we coming to the point where things are getting tighter and tighter, man. All right. But go ahead. There's more.
Kind of a little more. Verse 6, for to be carnally minded is death.
Right, and that's straight up. To be carnally minded is death. So a lot of you niggas, you keep being carnal, man. Keep talking some carnal shit out there, man. We ain't, man, from you scoffers to Esau, we ain't worried about none of your threats, man. All right, you keep sending them, and you ain't threatening us, really. You think you coming at us, but really you coming at the one that sent us, man. Right. All right, which is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. But we didn't come out here on the highways and the byways. We didn't come out here on the internet of nothing of our own. We didn't come together on our own and plan we're going to start up nah. The Spirit of the Lord brought us all together, man. So you keep coming with your bullshit, man. And the Most High going to deal you. So what? Read that part again?
It says, for to be carnally minded is death.
To be carnally minded is death, man. You see? You keep thinking on a carnal level, man. You keep thinking you got guns and guns. Why do you think these niggas out here getting killed, man? Because why? They trust in oppression, they trust in the world, they trust in their guns. And to be carnal minded is death. So that's why the Most High is allowing them to die, man. The scriptures say you live by the sword, you die by the sword.
That's right.
You know, a lot of these niggas, some of these niggas are ex-killers. They done shot niggas, stabbed niggas, you know? So the Most High is bringing judgment upon them because their sins are not forgiven. Yahweh Shai said, since you rejected me, you're going to die in your sins, man.
That's right.
You know? So when a lot of you see these people, and this is, Jake's mind is not ready, all right? Jake's mind is not right, and it's not ready. When you see these niggas out here getting their head blown off, getting shot by these wicked-ass cops, that's judgment from the Lord, man. That's the Most High getting them for whatever wickedness they did, all right? You had a young chick, she got killed. She was pregnant with a baby. That was judgment, the Most High's judgment. She was sleeping. I don't know if they went and robbed somebody or whatever the rumor was. They laying in the house, her, the baby's father. The baby's still in the stomach. She pregnant. And I don't know if it was the people who they robbed or whatever shot up the house in the middle of the night or in the early morning. And the woman died with the baby. That was judgment. That's the Lord's judgment, man. You see? And the scriptures tell you every day the Lord's judgment cometh to pass, but the unjust knoweth it not. Go ahead.
I got the precept for you. Was you still going with that?
I had like one.
Go ahead. You got
it says, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace.
Right, to be spiritually minded. And that's what we all, you know, are seeking to be more spiritually minded, because we all fall short. We all get caught up into some carnal shit sometimes. Sometimes we be wanting to get carnal, but we got to rebuke that spirit. You got to rebuke that's a demon, man.
Yep.
You see?
It says, because the carnal mind is enmity against Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
There we go again. Enmity. If you don't want to be an enemy with the Most High, if you know anything, you don't want to be the Lord's enemy, man. You see? You want to be on it. That's the winning side. That's the only side. Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So therefore, you got to do whatever you got to do if it means humbling yourself. You know how much, how they say it, egg on our face we have, man. We got to eat shit. You know how many times we got to take the low? We done took the low being in this truth, man. Because why? We love Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So we got, and the Lord said, if you love me, keep my commandments. Don't just say you love me, but you ain't doing what I told you to do. Right. And that's what Jake do. Jake just sit there and say, then look, y'all can't judge me. Nobody can judge me. You a damn fool, because the scriptures speak about judges, man. It's a book in the Bible called the Book of Judges, man. 1 Corinthians 6 chapter, man. Said we're going to judge the world, The Lord set us up to be judges, man, through this word. You understand? But that's that rebellious spirit that's in niggas, man, which is a carnal spirit. It's more.
Because the carnal mind is enmity against Yahweh Shem Yahushua, for it is not subject to the law of Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
For it is not subject to the law of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So that's why you sit there and try to tell them what the scriptures say, they don't want to really hear that. Yep.
It says, neither indeed can be, so then they that are in the flesh cannot please the Most High.
And it's that simple. Niggas like that ain't going to be able to please the Most High. Yep. And at the end of the day, our duty is to please the Most High, man. Remember, that's what the man was created for. See, a lot of people got it twisted, man. And you got these fucking silly, stupid ass hoes. And I hate to get back on these bitches, but you got these silly, simple bitches that think that they created to serve the Most High, right? No, you got these women that sit there and think, I love God more than I love you. You have a woman tell you stuff like that. I got to serve the Lord. No, Jesus, I got a relationship with Jesus. Oh, yeah, really? What Jesus you talking about? Let that nigga come over here and lay some pipe on you then.
Right.
Get the fuck away from me. Go ask him for some money. Because women want to ask you for money all the time, right? I need some money. You got some money? No, go ask Jesus. I thought y'all was cool like that. Yeah. You had a personal relationship, right? You gave him the cookie, right? Yeah. So really, that's bogus, man, because the Most High is dealing with the man. Now, the woman, she has our place. I'm not saying that to say that she's nothing, in a sense, you know what I'm saying? She has her place with us. It's order. It's an order. You understand? Yep. All right? She was created to serve us. But now she ain't shit when she's out of order. When a woman's out of order, she ain't shit. She ain't worth shit. She ain't gonna be shit. But when she's in order, when she's underneath her man, then she's all right. She's good. Same thing with us. If we're not serving Yahweh Shem Yahushua, we ain't about shit. All right, go ahead.
1 Corinthians 11:2. Now I praise you, brethren, that you remember me in all things and keep the ordinances.
Remember,
deliver them to you.
And that's the thing. You got to remember, because a lot of people forgot. They don't remember. You know what I'm saying?
Forgot.
Yeah, they must have forgot. There's an order of things, man. Okay. You can't just be a free for all. It got to be some type of order. All right. And if you see a lot of these different movements, a lot of them, they have women at the forefront. I seen the other day, because you know how they got the Jam Master J over here? I guess it's a female equivalent they got over there in England. Some bitch over there patrolling some type of Black Panthers. The same thing, which we know you can see a mile away that they paid off, you know what I'm saying? They brought and paid for, But, you see the disaster that's about to happen. You know what I'm saying? Man. Because why? A woman's place is not to be in no leadership role. She's supposed to be underneath her husband, man. Which ain't a bad thing. They make it seem like that's wicked.
Right.
No, that's righteous, man. If you're a real woman, you want to be under, especially if you got a righteous man, if you really believe that's your king, you want to sit there and keep him happy. Look at the scriptures, what the women did in the ancient world to keep the men of the Lord happy, man. If he didn't seem like he was pleased popping her, she'll offer her a handmaiden. Right. She'll bring him another woman. Or she'll bring him some that's gonna make him, feel that's gonna get him in the mood. Women lived to please their men back in the ancient world. See, this devil done flipped everything upside down and then made you think that it's all about these hoes, man.
Nope.
Not about you. Yeah. It's about the man.
Shit.
Right. 1 Corinthians 11:3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Yahweh Shai, and the head of the woman is the man.
That's the order, man. Yep. And see, a lot of these women, they get mad at us, but we're reading what's in the scriptures, man. The head of every woman is what? Is the man.
That's right.
You know, that's just the order of things. But again, since we're speaking on the show that we on, that's even orchestrated and engineered by this devil, man.
Part of his agenda.
That's part of his agenda. You see? And that's why the scriptures say in 2 Corinthians, was it 2:11? These Satan should get an advantage of us, for we're not ignorant of his devices. Right. That's another one of his devices, which means evil imagination. That's how he destroyed, because amongst a lot of these elite Edomite families, like Bill, Snakes, and the rest of them, you don't have they women. Well, a lot of them, the women they got is just a front. Because a lot of them dudes is really homos anyway. You know, Silicon Valley. You know what that? You know what the hell they be doing out there, man. Right. You know, Silicon Valley. Yeah. Which I don't know how far. I'm pretty sure ain't too far from Sonoma County, where they be having the hijinks and everything.
Right.
But you know, the elite Rothschild women and everything. You don't hear no stories about them bringing them to court for child support. You know, sitting up there calling the cops, getting the domestic violence, getting restraining orders on Evelyn Rothschild and all. You don't hear nothing like that. No. You understand? Because why? They keep their women in the order that they're supposed to be under. That was part of the agenda of breaking up the families, about sitting up there with this women's liberation movement. That was part of the genocide of the nation of Israel. Feminism.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right, man.
That destroyed the whole household, man.
Yeah.
That's why the young boys is growing up as faggots. The little girls are growing up to be studs and hoes.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? The Israelite man, he's in jail, he's dead, he's locked up, he's bugged out of his mind, and the woman's the leader. And look at the results of all that shit.
Yeah.
Look at the results of it.
You know?
I got a precept. This is what you said. Sirach 3:9. For the blessing of the father established the house of the children, but the curse of the mother rooted out foundation.
Ooh, that's heavy. Read that one more time.
Sirach 3:9. For the blessing of the father establishes the house.
The blessing of the father established the house. The father is the leader of the household.
That's right.
Man.
That's right.
So what happens when you take the father from the household? Not blessed no more. So it's not going to be. It's not going to be established.
It's cursed.
It's cursed, basically.
It says, establish the house of the children, but the curse of the mother rooteth out foundations.
The curse of the mother rooteth out all foundations, man.
That. Curse of the mother rooteth out all foundation. Look at that. That's why you Jakes are cursed. Look at you. You're cursed. That's why the scriptures say all men that are born of women are a few days and full of trouble.
Yeah.
You got nothing but problems. You women, you got straight up problems because you can't pick a decent man. You always want to be with the nigga. You want the nigga. All right? You want the nigga, and you want to create all kind of chaos and mayhem with a nigga. Then you want, after your ass is wore out and stretched out, you want a decent man to come and clean this shit up that you and a nigga created. That's the hood right there. That's the black family. Okay, the mother is promiscuous and she's running around, she's playing the cock carousel, right? She done had a baby by Pookie, Ray Ray, Debo, Raw Dick Rodney. She done have babies by all of them. Them niggas is not taking care of the offspring that they created with her. Now she's looking for a decent man to play cleanup man and clean this shithole up. This shit that she created. Hey, it's the truth. And any man, any self-respected man would run for the hills.
Look at this shit, man.
This is the result of the agenda of this devil today.
Yep.
These are the women that we deal with today. All right, whores, lesbians, vanity, and feminists. Man, this is the modern day woman, man.
Yeah.
This is the result as we brought in the scripture.
Sums it up.
Yeah. When you take the father out of the household and you put these women in positions of power and leadership, this is what we have today. That's why the Israelite household is completely fucking destroyed, man.
That's right.
You know,
That's why you have all my single ladies, all my single ladies, all my single ladies, all my single ladies. Ho 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 ho.
It's the truth, man.
If you stupid, then I'm sorry. Now you know.
Yeah. Hey, that's right.
That's what they. You know.
Back to the scripture.
Hey, that's it. Hey, picture tell 1,000 words, man. You know. Had to put that in there.
Say no more, say less.
That's it. You know?
But it's the truth, man.
Remember, brothers, listen, you know, it's a joke, it's a little levity, but it's the truth. Hey, look, there's the scripture says it's not good that man should be alone, so he created woman as a helpmeet. But these ain't no helpmeets to us.
Nope.
These jive ass turkeys is looking for a come up.
Yep.
Okay, she is looking for a come up. Now, if there are decent women out there. So I ain't gonna say all of them, but you know, about 99.9% though.
Right, but at the end of the day, if the shoe don't fit, you ain't gonna try to wear it.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it pertains to who it pertains to. You know, at the end of the day.
That's right.
You know, but the Spirit of the Lord, you know, the Most High is gonna give us woman anyway. Woman is not the focus. The main thing for brothers to understand. Women are not the focus. We're not here to cater to women. You know, but I mean, yeah, there are sisters out there. Actually, there's sisters, we you know, come across sisters or whatever that are you know, in the right spirit and everything, and the Most High is going to bless a lot of these sisters. So you know, we not just knocking the sisters out there who the Lord is going to bless, because I mean, listen, it ain't going to be just a kingdom full of men. Nope. You know what I'm saying? Nah, it's going to be more women in the kingdom than men. Right. Because guess what? We all got an appetite, man. And the Most High said that 7 women should grab hold of 1 man. Right. Which is a complete number. Yep. So you damn right there's going to be women that's going to make it, man. Okay, the women that's with the brothers that are in the truth are going to make it. But that don't mean that we ain't going to tell you the shit as it is. We're going to call shit straight just like it is, man. We ain't going to candy coat nothing or whatever the case is, because that's not what we do. Right. All right? Is there anything more, though? I guess we get ready to have a closing. Yeah. I mean, if the Spirit have, we'll go into another show tomorrow. I mean, you know, that's how it goes. It's the Spirit of the Lord that control this thing, man. We have certain precepts we want to go to, but the Spirit has ultimately going to what the Lord wants us to go into. That's right. So, is there any other precepts y'all want to bring out? All right. So then, you know, I guess right there we can end it there for now, and you know, hopefully you brothers and the sisters out there that was watching, hopefully y'all was edified. But we give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. And we say shalom to you, sincere Akim. Shalom.
Hey, shalom.
That's right. Beautiful.